How you doing, YouTube? Matt Massa Beer Reviews. Back with yet another review. Yeah, a little bit of Fox Farm up in this piece in the form of their Burrow. Yeah, this be a double India Pale Ale. 8.2% alcohol by volume. This comes courtesy of my boy Max, and at the time of drinking this, it is a month and a half old. Which is kind of curious, to be honest with you, because I had a couple of people kind of reach out to me. And by reach out to me, comment on Instagram. And they're like, oh man, that beer was awesome when it came out. Hopefully it's held up. If a beer can't hold up for a month and a half, I don't know if that's a world I want to live in. So we'll see what's what. Yeah. Plus it's named after, a rookie quarterback. What do you want, man? Joe Burrow beer. I'm sure that's why they named it Burrow. But label-wise, it is exactly what you expect from Fox Farm. There's a little bit of shack, and a little bit of label, and has kind of a cross thing going on. I dig it. Here we go. Double IPA. I mean, it's just the amount of tropical fruit. I mean, I know I've said this before, but I need to say it again. There is a fan right here. I have to have it on. I'm addicted to fans. Even if they're not pointing at me, I have to have that low hum in my life. Otherwise, things don't make sense. So the wind is going this way, which means I should not smell this beer at this distance, yet I do. So there's this rich mango, tropical fruit, citrus, even from this distance. Yeah, and this fancy-ass little sniftery jam, little cognac glass going on, quarter pinky finger, infinitely white head, with this rich kind of orange core to it. I mean, it looks the part of a big old hazy. It's got a nose. Not nearly as vibrant as I thought it was going to be, especially when I get those notes from distance, but it's definitely rich. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say that it's not a big nose. Probably a little bit more citrus and tropical fruit mango than I talked about, actually, from a distance, but all that's there. And you get this nice dollop of stone fruit, this little bit of peachy sweetness kind of going on. So it's running the gamut of all those kind of fruit flavors. There's this little bit of kind of unkept long greeniness to it, too. So there's a little bit of soft grass greeniness. There's a little bit of soft kind of weed pulling kind of weediness, but it's definitely like a third or fourth layer in the nose. It's really dominated by all that fruit. It's sweet, but not overly sweet. It smells purty. Purty. Let's dive in. Cheers. I mean, that mouthfeel is so fun. In combination with everything else. I mean, it really goes back in the other direction now for me. I thought it was going to, from a distance, I was getting more like kind of that mango, tropical fruit, kind of melon component, a little bit even more in the taste. It's more like kiwi-like. That was the nose, and then when I went and actually, or a nose from a distance, and once I actually kind of got in there and really gave it a huff, it was a little bit more citrus for me than anything else, even though it did have that little bit of soft peach going on for it too. Now, actually, in the taste, totally goes back in that other direction for me. I'm definitely getting those big kind of tropical fruits with a soft little peachiness, so it's kind of seesawing back and forth, which is just fun in general. With this epically beautiful mouthfeel. I mean, and the thing is that I typically call this mouthfeel like a water nerdy thing, and I'm not going to dismiss that and say that's not what's going on here. There seems to be something else to it, almost like a little bit of extra, like a bump in minerality to where it has not salinity like a goza, it just has this kind of soft mineral component to it. I don't know if that's a legit thing or me just kind of pulling shit out of my ass, but really, once you cap that off, what I got in the nose would actually follow through in the taste, which is that green component, that slightly unkept lawn. It's a little bit more nicer lawn than I thought. Like, I thought it was going to be a little bit of crabgrass, a little bit of shitty weeds, and then a decent amount of green grass. It's mostly green grass. A touch of weeds here and there, maybe no crabgrass. But it has this nice, soft kind of mouthfeel that, in combination with that kind of tropical fruit that's not overly sweet, that kind of peachiness which is not overly sweet, that citrus which is not overly sweet, nor giving you any thoughts of acidity, in combination with that soft greeniness with that little bit of weedy dankiness. Very, very soft. Everything's rounded, while at the same time being impactful. So that's one of those beers where I talk about a wide berth. It's like getting hit in the face with a 90 mile per hour fastball versus getting hit in the face with a 90 mile per hour dodgeball. The dodgeball's not going to kill you, but it's going to hit a wider area of your body and be more rounded, not be as sharp. Why I make analogies about getting and hitting in the face of balls, I don't know. Maybe it's my subconscious trying to tell me something. I don't know. But the way this beer kind of comes off, it's just delicious. Yeah. Tropical fruit melon. Soft peachiness, a little bit of citrus. Slightly unkept one. Fantasticalness. Done and done. Let's talk about this. It's one of the better double IPAs I've had as of late. Yeah. Is this the best hazy I've had from Fox Farm? Let's walk that path. I don't think so. Maybe Double Burst might be. Is Double Burst, or what's the other one? You'll know better than me. That's the fucked up part. You guys don't know what I'm talking about. Which one's my favorite? Is it Double Burst? Or is it the other one? Oh, I don't know. Please, Joe Burrow, help me. Help me. Help me in your rookie infinite wisdom to find what's what. But yeah, anyway, it's up there. It's Mount Rushmore status for their beers. And I've had quite a few, whether you sprinkle in the beers I get from Max, the other Max, to, you know what I mean, Steven, and everybody else up there in the Northeast that showers me in this Fox Farm beautifulness of deliciousness. It's on there. Value availability? Don't know. Let me know what's what, Max, and leave you with if you like what we like, if you like good beer, if you like hazies, if you like rich, big, impactful hazies that aren't super sharp, and if you just like beer. I mean, again, I've said this before in other reviews, and probably more often than not, Fox Farm reviews when it comes to their hazies. There's hazies that are fun, there's hazies that are good, then there are hazies that are so good that I think if you give this to a curmudgeon who thinks burps are awesome, and two, thinks hazy IPA is dumb, if you gave them this, they go, well, you know, this one's really good, but it's like one of those beers to where even the salty curmudgeons, I think, would dig on it. So there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you guys enjoyed a nice little Fox Farm jam right now. Yeah, hope to see you next time. Cheers.